first, but I wanted to keep his mother in the know. I didn't want her to, she was real sensitive, and I didn't want her breaking down or doing something out of the ordinary. So I called her and convinced her to take him to the hospital. He didn't want to take him to the hospital, but I said the best thing to go to the hospital.
Well, then I have an issue with her parenting skills as well. So it appears that the baby is not placed with her. Am I correct?
I don't know where the baby
The child is with her, Judge. I don't know if that.
Well, thank you. If the defendant's testimony is correct, then Child Protective Services review your cases.
I can tell you what my opinion is. I can see that it could have entirely happened the way Mr. Prince says it happened. The child turned the faucet to hot when he was left in there alone, which was the neglectful act, and the water splashes on his chest, it turns, it hits his back, and he falls, goes down, and is on the butt. I can see how those isolated, and I don't know why you're making those faces to me, Judge. You can
I'm not making, first of all, stop. One, I'm not making any faces. Number two, I'm looking at you and listening to your argument, counsel.
I know the facial expressions, Judge.
Well, your notation is incorrect. You may continue with your argument.
It was an immersion, in my opinion, but again, I'm not a physician or an expert, but I just can't see on these facts how anyone who's not a physician or an expert can just say with 100% certainty it couldn't have happened that way. I can't accept that. If it were immersion, I would expect that it would be all the way burnt around, not just in patches. How could it emerge it just in portions, in just the chest, in just the butt? That doesn't make sense to me, but I'm not a physician or a doctor. I'm just saying I can't see how any of us who aren't physicians or experts could know for certain.
State.
Mr. Prince is from a good family, as you've noted. Had a good upbringing, did everything that we would expect from someone going to school, graduating, working hard, good role model for his brother, taking care of his kids. He's taking responsibility for this act for what he did do. And I guess we could sit here all day and argue what that was. But he's got no felony priors, and that's all I have.
State.
Just briefly, Judge, I know Mr. McCrum's not an expert. I'm not an expert. The court is not an expert, but there is an expert opinion contained within the stipulations, and that's what the state is relying on. Because this 2-year-old can't tell anybody what happened to them. We have to rely on the experts in this case, which is clear, which is contained in the stipulations that this was an immersion case. And so, again, we're asking that you deny his application and sentence him to the full 10 years.
All right. Anything else, counsel? There's a $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrent. Give you credit for any time served, and the court will sentence you to 10 years in the prison.